Hi, I'm Jack, and welcome back because today I'm going to give you guys a review for the newest film in the Predator franchise, Prey. It is directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who directed 10 Cloverfield Lane, and it stars Amber Midthunder, Dane DiLiegro, Dakota Beavers, Michelle Thrush, and many more. And with that said, let's get started. Prey follows Naru, a skilled Comanche warrior who sets out to protect her tribe by trying to kill this highly evolved alien predator that's out in the wilderness. She makes it a part of her mission to kill this mysterious creature, all while proving to her tribe that she is capable of becoming a hunter and a warrior. Before I watched Prey just a couple of hours ago, I was trying to watch every single Predator movie before I jumped into Prey, and I watched every one of the installments except for the Predator from 2018. So to give you guys a brief rundown, love Predator. I actually find Predator 2 to be pretty underrated. Really enjoyed Predators. Wasn't too big on Alien vs. Predator. And Aliens vs. Predator Requiem is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Holy God, what are you showing me? His head. Come on!
But I was still excited to watch Prey. Nevertheless, you got Amber Midthunder, who I know from FX's Legion, one of the most underrated TV shows of all time, and actually one of my favorite comic book shows of all time, and she's really great there. I have officially made it a part of me to recommend all my friends and anybody I know to watch Legion. Do it. I was really excited to see this movie because she's in the lead role, and now that I watched Prey, I loved it. It is a fantastic prequel to the franchise set 300 years in the past, and it takes the franchise back to its roots with the wilderness, and I love just the story and so as what happens throughout. Kicking things off with the positives, the visuals and cinematography work are brilliant. They are amazing. It's well shot. It really feels like it was made for the big screen. And I sat there watching this movie like, I wish I saw this on the big screen. It looks so beautiful, and it would have been so cool to see. And Jeff Cutter did a fantastic job shooting this movie as cinematographer. I love how he frames the shots, whether it's in an action sequence or just a wide or a landscape shot where we see the wilderness and everything that is happening. It's such a beautiful looking movie, and it's one of the best looking installments in the Predator franchise. And Amber Midthunder is fantastic in this movie. I'm so happy that she got to play a lead character in a blockbuster movie like Prey. I really love how she shows how fierce and brave and smart she is. And I really like this character arc she goes through. And she really reminds me of characters like Ellen Ripley from Alien, and so as Sarah Connor from the Terminator movies. And I think she is a very strong female protagonist who tries to challenge gender roles because she wants to be a warrior and a hunter, but everybody in the tribe's like, no, you can't do this and all that stuff. And I love that she defies them and goes on this mission to kill the Predator. And I think she is fantastic in this movie. And I love how she channels the rage and the fierceness within her and just what happens with her throughout. I think that's fantastic. And because we have a Comanche tribe in this movie, it actually does Comanche tribe representation very well from language. And this is even the first movie in history to be dubbed in Comanche as an option for watching this movie. That is awesome. A new thing to be done for movies is now with Comanche dub. I think that is great. I love how they represented the Comanche tribe. And our lead character is such a strong character with Naru, and I really like her a lot. She is easily one of the best protagonist in a Predator movie since Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Bad idea.
You one ugly.
Making this movie set in the 1700s is a fantastic idea because we got to do something other Predator movies haven't attempted to do, because every movie was set in a modern time period for the most part, but this one really shakes that up. So we're seeing our protagonist fight a predator without any of the usefulness of modern day technology like other movies had with their characters. And not only do they scale down the technology and weapons that our characters could use to fight the Predator, but even the Predator is scaled down. So his technology isn't quite as advanced, because if you pit Naru and the Comanche tribe against the 1987 Predator, the movie would have been over with within seconds. And I really love how they scaled the Predator down so that it would be a brutal fight between these two using weapons and resources from the 1700s. And the Predator's new design in this movie is awesome. It doesn't look too similar to what we've seen in other movies, and it really stands out amongst the rest. And I think Predator's design is awesome. It's intimidating, it's scary, and it was just really cool. Dan Trachtenberg serves as the director of this movie, and he did a spectacular job directing this movie. I love how he takes us on this story and just what happens with these characters. And we really see just what this kind of time period was like for these people, because they don't have the kind of resources and technology that we do today. And it really makes it even more compelling for us to see Naru square off against all these other creatures and the Predator, because Dutch and Danny Glover's character from Predator 2, they all had these weapons and stuff that could help them in their mission. Naru was different because we're using older resources. And I like that how Dan Trachtenberg has these characters work out. And the screenplay, too, is very well written. I just love the characters here and the side characters, especially Naru's brother, how he factors into this story and just the tribe and how they come into conflict with Naru trying to be this hunter and this warrior and trying to prove that there is this mysterious creature out in the wilderness. I think it's very well written, and the directing is very great, and I feel like nobody could have done the movie better but him, and I really would love to see him do more movies and to check out 10 Cloverfield Lane. So really like what he does there. The action sequences are awesome. They're very well shot. They're well choreographed. We really see how these characters in that time react to a creature like the Predator, see them try to kill it, take it out, and see it fail horribly. And just with the Predator, because it's technologically scaled down, it's still a very fierce threat. And there are sequences that really shows you that even though this is not the most powerful Predator we've seen in the movies, it's still a very fearsome foe. And there are a lot of sequences that really just stand out, and it has some of the best fight sequences out of any Predator movie. And I really love the climax and see how it all just comes crashing down with Naru and the Predator, and so as what our characters do to outsmart and outwit and outmatch the Predator. Even if this is a very powerful foe that they've never seen before, I still love how they react to it, how they fight it, and what they try to do to stop it, because it is so engaging and it's exciting. And the runtime here is very well paced. And my minor issue with this movie is that some scenes feel like they just kept the movie going on for a little too long, but that's it. Only a few scenes, not that many. Outside of that, loved Prey. It is easily the best installment in the franchise since the original film back in 1987. And this is what I want to see more Predator movies be like. I want to see more Predator movies set in different time periods like this one, because this is fantastic. I love the setting, love Amber Midthunder. I love the visuals and the cinematography work, and it's so suspenseful with a lot of tension and great action while still having some great character work, especially for our lead character, Naru. Really enjoyed this movie. It's one of the biggest surprises of the year. So in the end, I'm going to give Prey an A. I wish I saw this movie on the big screen. It would have been awesome to see. And I think because it's a Predator movie, this should have been the movie to be released in theaters, especially because August is kind of a dry month for movies in the theaters right now, aside from Bullet Train. So yeah, really would have loved to have seen on the big screen, but love this movie. I love Prey. Definitely one of the better movies in the Predator franchise and one of the best protagonists in the franchise since Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch. And I love how these things play out, and so as these characters and story. And even though it's not the most complex story with a lot of twists, this is still a really great movie, and I love it, and it's intense. And it's, if you're a fan of the Predator movies or you haven't liked some of the more recent outings, this one is going to win you over, and I hope you guys will go check it out on Hulu. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Prey. What did you think of this movie? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And stay tuned. Once I watch The Predator, I'll give a ranking of the Predator movies. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for that. And don't forget to follow me on social media. My username is down below at the bottom of the screen and in the description below. So please go do that while you're at it. And thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button. And stay tuned for more.